In cargo runtime file, we add a Tokyo to run code asynchronously. We add a Axum for our backend server. We add a 30 to deserialize JSON data. We add a Tokyo Postgres to connect to Postgres database. We add a bcrypt to encrypt password. So let's go to the main.rs file. Let's write a code from scratch. First, let's add an attribute Tokyo main. So we can make this main function as a sync function. Let's add a single keyword before this main function. Here should be double colon main. Then let's create a function -app to return a router from Axum. So let's call router new function to create a new router. Let's add a root. Give it a pass slash. Let's just give it a method get. Let's return a sync closure. Let's return just a hello world. In main function, let's get this router app to call this app function. Then let's create a listener equal to, we will call Tokyo night TCP listener bound function to bind our address. Let's give it an address 0.0.0.0. Let's give it a port 3000. Then let's call await to handle the future and call unwrap to handle the result. It will return a TCP listener to this listener variable. Then let's print server is listening on. We will call listener local address unwrap to get the listener's address. Then let's call Axum serve function to serve our application. So first argument will pass this listener. Second argument will pass this app. Then we will call await to handle the future, unwrap to handle the result. Let's start our server cargo run. And let's open the web browser. Let's visit localhost 3000. Press enter. You can see it will show hello world. Let's create another function to connect to the database. So let's give it a name db. Returning type, we will give it a clan. We import a clan from Tokyo Postgres. So first, let's create a connection string equal to host. Let's give it a local host port 4532. User mic, you should type your user, and the password 123456, and you also need to change it to your password. And the DB name, let's give it a name auth test. Then let's create a tuple with two variables in it. First is clan, second is connection equal to, we will call Tokyo Postgres connect function, and we'll pass this connection string as a first argument. Second argument will pass no TLS. Let's call await to handle the future, and unwrap to handle the result. Here we need to make this db function to be a sync function, so let's add a sync keyword before this function. Let's spawn a new Tokyo test. So Tokyo spawn async move is a sync block. We will handle the error from the connection. So if light IRE equal to connection await, then let's use print arrow eprint line to print arrow db arrow E. Last, we will return this client from its db function. So client. In this app function, let's add a parameter to this app function so we can get the client. So let's add a parameter, give the name client. Type will be client. And in main function, let's call this db function. So let's get the client from this db function. This is a sync function, so we need to call await to handle the future. Then let's pass this client into this app function, client. Then in this router, let's share this client. So we will add a with state method, and we will put this client in arc. So arc new and pass this client into this new function. Let's add a sign up router to this router. So after this first router, let's add another router. Let's give it a pass user. Let's give it a sign up pass. And the method will give it a post. Let's create a sign up handler. So here, let's create a sync function. Let's give it a name sign up. Returning type, we give it a IMPL into response. Let's response a tuple status code OK. Sign up successful. The into response. Let's pass this handler to its post method. In this handler, we will add two parameters. First parameter will get the share state, this client. Second parameter will get a user request JSON data. So first will be state. Let's give it a name client. Type will be state arc client. Second parameter will be JSON. Let's give it a name user. Type will be JSON. Let's create a struct type in this JSON. So let's create a struct. Let's give the name user request. We will add two fields to this struct. First, let's give it a name username. Type give it a string. Second, give it a password. Type also give it a string. Let's add attribute. Derive. Debug. We use debug attribute to print the instance of the user request struct. Let's also add deserialize, so we can deserialize JSON data to this user request struct. So here we will pass this user request in this JSON. In setup handler, let's first print a line. It's user parameter. And we can't store plain password to the database. It's not safe. So we need to hash the password, then store the hashed password into the database. We will use bcrypt to hash the password. So bcrypt, we will call function hash to hash the password. First argument, we will pass the password from user input. So user password. Second parameter, we will pass the cost. So we will pass the integer number. Let's give it a number 10. It will return a result. So let's call unwrap to handle the result. Let's create a variable to store the hashed password. So let's create a variable hash the password equal to. Then let's print out this hashed password to see what is this hashed password. So print line. Hash the password. In terminal, let's go to the Postgres database. So let's type PSQL. Then let's create a database. we need the database name to be this database name in its connect string auth test. So let's create a database, create a database auth test. Then let's connect to this database /c auth test. Then in its database, let's create a table. Create a table. Let's give it a name users. Then a pair of parentheses. Let's add a first column. Let's give it a name user ID. Type. Let's give it a serial primary key. So this user ID will be unique and will automatically increase. So we don't need to insert a user ID by ourselves. And the second column, let's give it a name user name. Type, we give it a varchar 255. Last column, let's give it a name password. Also type varchar 255. And the last column, we don't need to add a comma. Then we will add this pair of parentheses. Then we will add a semicolon, press enter. Here, primary key, we forget a R. Primary, let's add a R. Let's press enter. Here we create a table. Let's insert this user name from user and with this hashed password into the database. So we will call client.execute. Let's pass a SQL statement. So insert into users. This users is a table name users. Then first column is username, comma, password, then values. We use $1 as a first parameters placeholder, $2 as a second parameters placeholder. Then we'll pass a slice. In a slice, we will pass a first parameter is this username. And we will create a reference to this, so we will add a ref to this username. Second parameter will pass ref hashed password. So this username will replace this $1. This hashed password will replace this $2. This execute function is a async function, so let's call await to handle the async function future. Then let's call wrap to handle the result. Let's open a new terminal to start our server. Cargo run. Let's use postman to send a user request. So we will change the method to post and we will send address to localhost 3000 user /sign up. Here we'll choose this body, raw, and JSON. In this field, let's test JSON data. First field will be username. Let's give it a username Jim. Second field will be password. Let's give it a password 123456. Let's send this request. So we can see the response sign up successful. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Here you can see, first it will print out this user request. Username is Jim, and the password is 123455. And then you can see we hashed this password. This hashed password will be like this. So this hashed password will be safe to store in the database. Let's send another request. Let's change the username to Tim. Password 123456. Let's send the request. And let's go to Visual Studio Code. And you can see second request, username Pam, password 123456. And this is a hashed password. let's go back to the first terminal. In database, let's select all the users from this users table. Let's type select asterisk from users semicolon, press enter. So you can see we successfully insert 2 users into our database. First username is Jim, and password is hashed password. Second user is Pim, and also password is hashed password. Their user ID will be unique and will increase automatically. This is how we set up a user. Hope to see you next time.